Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play. Now today's question we have, what do we do after our first night in Minecraft? Because it really depends, honestly. So we survived the first night like we did in our last episode. Now we have to figure out what we're gonna do next. And so, first off, let's gather some more wood, because you can never go wrong with gathering wood. And now the good news is that creeper seems to have despawned. So mobs can despawn in this game. It takes like 128 blocks for them to automatically despawn. They have a chance to despawn after 32 blocks. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna explore. Now the first thing we have to do is we have to mark using 2 planks of wood, because when you're exploring, you always have to mark your pathway so you don't get lost. And actually, hold on a sec, I'm gonna grab some more gear and then we'll continue right back. Okay, so we gathered some more stuff, but as you can see, we are running really low on time. Now, unfortunately, I would normally keep these sheep, but we're gonna have to kill them. And actually, I'm not sure if that was a good idea, because you'll see why. But first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a bed. And we're just gonna go around and kill monsters. If we can't make a bed, well, we're gonna have to wait another night. But don't worry, if I am able to make a bed, I'll show you. But if not, we're just gonna cut out the footage, because you pretty much know what happens when you don't have a bed. You have to wait all night until the sun comes up. So yeah, we're gonna kill some mobs and we'll see how much time we have. Okay, good news. I found some sheep on the other side, but we are seriously running out of time. Look at the sun. So we're gonna have to kill these mobs quickly. Oh, and just a bit of a side note, bring some extra safe wood, because you never know when you're going to need it. And so I believe, yeah, that's enough to make a bed. Now we're going to have to hurry, because the sun is setting and we don't have time. We have to really get back, because we don't want any monsters getting us. And so yeah, let's get going. I'm going to keep this footage unedited, because I want to show you if I make it or not, which I think I can. Whew. Okay. So the bed doesn't have to be like anything special. As long as it's functional, it doesn't really matter how good it looks. We're going to get picky with looks later on, but in early game, you don't have to worry about looks or anything so much. And so yeah, now it's setting. So what you do with the bed is you simply just right click when it's turning night, and then, well, you go to bed. And bring a bed at all costs, because beds are very useful. You can skip through the night and you don't need to be at your base for anything. That's how useful beds are. Okay, so now we're going to get back to exploring the land, because exploring, of course, is important in this game. So whenever you're exploring, what you need to do is you need to place a block every single time you get further away. So yeah, there's a cave right here. And the reason why is because markers are important in exploring. And you don't want to get lost. Otherwise that'll be a very tough situation. You'll have to struggle to find your way back home. But the good news is, if worst case scenario, we've got a bed. So if we end up too far away from home, then we simply can just place a bed down and sleep through the night. You don't need to worry about any monsters hitting you at night, because that's not how the game's going to work. So yeah, we're going to place some blocks, and if I come across anything interesting, I'll let you know. Alright, so nothing really interesting. We're going to have to explore elsewhere because this is very clearly like a very large biome. And so, yeah, unfortunately we're out of like oak wood. All we have to do is just chop some more down. Thank goodness we have a stone axe. So yeah, but whenever you find like nothing, you either have to keep going, which for us takes a really long time, or simply just turn around because you have like no other option and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn around because it's very clear that this is a very large biome, which is useful for like resource gathering and stuff, but considering that we're trying to explore the landscape more and figure out what's around us, it's not really going to be a great option. So yeah, this is the path I took. Now, I didn't really go that far in because I don't have that many wood planks yet. So yeah, the good news is, so yeah, right here there are monsters. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to hear them. Next video, I'm gonna put on subtitles so that way you'll know, because for some reason last video when I said that there was like a zombie nearby, I've replayed the video and I couldn't hear anything. So I'm gonna put on subtitles next video. But there are monsters nearby. It's probably from this cave, but what happens is if you're nearby a dark area, even downwards, mobs will spawn. That will become an issue when we start caving, but for now we don't really have to worry about anything. Okay, so now we're back in our base. Luckily we've got some food to cook, so that way we got something to do. But what else can we do during like after our first night? Well, we can start making some more collecting some more resources, obviously, whether it's farming or gathering. And I've got an idea. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wood I collected to make some sticks, and then if you may be able to see what I'm going to do. Fence. Now, fences are useful for this early game thing called farming. And, well, what is farming going to do? You can see right here. Whenever I hold the wheat seeds, not wheat leaves, my bad. Whenever you hold the wheat seeds, the chicken will go towards you. This is what you want, because we're going to use this to make a farm. Now, obviously, we're going to leave the chicken be for now, because we don't have that many fences crafted. But that obviously means we're going to have to craft some more fences. And so yeah, let's get crafting. I'm not going to say much. And some more wood planks. Alright, so 18 fences seems like a good number. Now, it doesn't have to be anything spectacular, although, hold on a sec, we're going to have to break these blocks because we don't want the chickens to escape. Break these blocks as well. We don't have to worry about this block because it's 2 blocks high, and chickens cannot go higher than 2 blocks. So this is our, well, fence area. Now there is a better way to farm chickens, and I'll show you that later on in this series, but for now we don't have that much, so we're just gonna do the old-fashioned 2012 way. And if you're wondering how to make a fence gate, you put 4 sticks, 2 on each side, and then 2 planks, fence gate. And fence gates allow you to hold on a second. This is annoying. There. My bad. So yeah, fence gates, we're not going to use them. We're not going to use them when we have like too many chickens. I've got another trick to show you for that. But basically what you want to do is you want to get the chicken, and we're going to open the gate, and then come on, chicken. There. And so now we need to get another one. And then there we go. You breed these 2 and you get a chicken, a baby chicken. Now this is what we call breeding, and this is how farms work. You get infinite amount of chickens all the time due to breeding, and that's how you get infinite food. Now there are other ways which again we're gonna go later on, but oh yeah, and another thing about chickens that I forgot to tell you is that they drop eggs, which you can then use to throw, and you have a small chance of getting a baby chicken. So yeah, as of right now the sun appears to be setting, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the bed down, and we're gonna get, now the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set a torch here and a torch here, so that way mobs cannot spawn in this area. And as of right now, the sun isn't all the way set, so we can't sleep, but as you can see from that right there, it says respawn point set. What that means is that you'll respawn there unless you break the bed, obviously. And that is a new 1.15, 1.16 feature, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna wait and then we're gonna sleep. Okay, so now we have slept. Let's break the bed and let's carry it with us. And we're gonna explore more. So yeah, we're gonna get some wood, get some dirt. You don't need to grab all this, but I usually do because it's very handy. So now we're gonna start exploring, but we're gonna explore another way. Now obviously collect some seeds so that way we got the chicken farm. Now we're gonna start placing blocks like this. You want to place blocks down so you don't lose your position when you're exploring. And yeah, we're up and over a mountain. And as you can see, look at the landscape. This is a great view. Now, my render distance isn't turned on very high, but I might actually turn it on a little higher, just so that way I can see more of the land. Oh yeah, would you look at that? And hey, as you can see, there is a desert over there that could produce some great values, because there could be like a village or something. And yeah, let's actually get a closer look to see if we find anything that catches our eye. And so yeah, there's obviously a lot of horses and cows. We're gonna use that to make like a cow farm later on in the series. But yeah, as of right now, there doesn't appear to be anything. There's some coal right there. We might as well go collect that. But yeah, it doesn't appear to be like any structure in the distance or anything. Oh well. Looks like we're gonna have to go back down to 7 chunks. And hey, would you look at that? Another egg. And now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on exploring. Okay, so as of right now, we are still exploring, and there obviously are going to be caves everywhere. Like, you see, look at that. That's a pretty deep cave. Now, this is the coal that we found early on when we looked closer. And so we're going to be collecting more coal because coal is what you need in the early games. So yeah, that was about 22 coal. Pretty good deal. Let's just keep on going. So as of right now, there's a bunch of chickens. There's usually a bunch of mobs in the area because, well, you haven't killed anything, you haven't done much. So yeah, right now we're just gonna focus our priority on exploring. And if you find any flowers, I would recommend picking them up just in case you like want to make something with them in the future, because you can actually make dye with flowers, see, like rose red. And so we can then use these flowers to like make a dye farm or something. And so as of right now, if you look at this is a very strange cave. Doesn't really make sense. But let's go further in. Now, the good news is shallow caves. This is another way you can make your base out of if you ran out of ideas. Hold on a sec. I don't know why, but for some reason, like, what happened right there is that a strange glitch happened with my keyboard, and it caused me to move forward without, like, uncontrollably. And it's just very weird. It's something I've noticed with my new computer. Oh, now that's something you've got to be careful about. When you're collecting resources, you have got to be careful about any nearby mobs in a dark cave. Like this right here. In fact, I recommend you step away and cover it up, because you don't want any like skeletons or creepers coming at you and shooting you or killing you. In fact, I don't think we can even collect that piece right here. Oh well. But we've got 32 pieces of coal. We don't need anything. And oh wait, I'm out of food. Whenever you're out of food, just kill the mobs in the nearby area. I didn't realize I ran out of food. And so now, as of right now, it looks like we are nearby an ocean. Now, what can oceans contain? Well, let's go up on a mountain and see what's nearby in the ocean, because oceans can contain some very valuable treasures. Alright, so we've got our render distance up, and well, this is what the ocean looks like. There doesn't seem to be anything in the ocean, but that right there catches my eye. If you don't know what that is a broken portal. They were introduced in Minecraft 1.16. They're a new feature. And so what you can do is you can use these broken portals to make like a nether portal to go into the nether. So we're going to like mark that like right here, because we really want to know that there's like a broken portal there. And in fact, let's actually build the pathway back to the trail, because I actually forgot to continue to mark my path. My bad. Yep. Marking your path takes a lot of like focus inside of you, because you have to remember to do it. It's like, you know, in nature, like something about exploring, like it's just in your nature to like forget to mark. And so you really have to make sure that you are not forgetting to mark your pathway. Otherwise, if you end up like 400 blocks away, well then you have to figure out the way back. And that is very hard to do, especially if you're very far away from base. Now, the sun is appearing to set, but let's go further into the ocean because bobs can't actually, well, I'm not sure if they can spawn in water or not, but they're not as likely to. Now, we got to be careful of anything inside the ocean because there are these things called the drowned, and the drowned, oh, hold on, there's something that catches my eye. We'll explain that soon. But there's something called the drowned, and the drowned are super dangerous, especially when they have a trident, because they can come up on you and they can attack you while you're in the water, and you don't want that. So yeah, as of right now, we're going to be placing that bed down. The sun is going to be setting, and we're actually going to use acacia to mark our spot right here. And we're going to be sleeping just like we always have been. And now there's something that catches my eye right there. You see, that is not natural. That is not a natural type of thing. That looks like a build made by someone else, which could indicate a village. Now, first off, we're going to go to the broken portal, and then we're going to go over there to see if I'm right or not. I'm sorry to do this, but that's going to be in the next episode. Sorry, guys. Well, we've gotten further now. We have started exploring. We have started a chicken farm. I cannot wait to see what those valuables contain, and I cannot wait to explore more and continue on more. And I really hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Anyways, goodbye.